In this section, we are looking to solve logarithm and exponential equations. We're going to find the exact value by solving for x, and then we're going to round our answer to the hundredths place, which is 2 decimals. So for this first example, 10 to the x equals 2. We're going to have the exponential by itself, so I can go ahead and rewrite. When I rewrite an exponent, I write the word log down. Log base 10 of 2 equals x. This is the exact answer because I've got x solved for. When I go to my calculator and type in, I just have to hit the button LOG because that is automatically log base 10. Get out of this, log, and then the argument 2. And then round to 2 decimal places, so this would be 0.30. Right. For letter E, I need the logarithm. ln is a logarithm, it's just log base e by itself. So I add 3 to both sides. Then I have natural log, which I'm going to rewrite as log base e of x plus 3 equals 4. Once you have the logarithm by itself, you can go ahead and rewrite base, power, answer. Base, power, answer. To get the exact answer, solve for x first. Subtract 3 from both sides of the equation. And that's your exact. Once you get x by itself, that's your exact answer. Then you go to your calculator and type in e to the 4th. So again, the e button is above the ln. So second ln, and then we're to the 4th power, close parenthesis, and then minus 3. So 51.598, but the 8 is going to bump the 59 up to 60. So x is approximately 51, 57, nope, 51. .60. Okay. So on letter B, it's an exponential, it's already by itself, so rewrite it. Log base 7 of 21 equals 3x. Solve for x, divide both sides by 3. And then figure out first what log base 7 of 21 is. Depending on your calculator, you either have the button or we've talked about how to do change base formula. Change base formula is log 21 divided by log 7. Compute that result first and then divide by 3. What you should get is about 0.52. On letter F, all right, we're going to subtract the 2 first. And before we rewrite this, knowing that the base is 10 when I don't see it on the word log, I still have to get rid of this negative in front. That's negative 1 times that log. So I have to divide by negative 1 to both sides. So I have log base 10 of x equals negative 3. Do a rewrite, and we have 10 to the negative 3 equals x. That's a good exact answer. If I do 10 to the negative 3 on my calculator, that comes out to approximately 0.001. But if I'm rounding to 2 decimal places, it looks like it's just 0.00, which is kind of a weird number. So we'd probably just go with the exact answer here. Letter C is a little bit bigger, but here's the exponential, e to the power. So I first want to undo the addition by subtracting 7 from both sides. And then 3 times that exponential, divide by 3. You want to get it completely by itself. Okay. Then go ahead and rewrite. It's an exponent, so I need the word log. And then your base is e of 3 equals the power. I'm going to bring this one up here. I know that log base e is really just natural log. Oops. Natural log of 3 equals x minus 2. I still need to solve for x, so I'm going to add 2. Now notice when you add 2, you don't add the 2 to the 3 inside the log. You just keep it outside. And that's the way you would type it into your calculator as well. Natural log of 3, close the parenthesis, and then plus 2. You have to use the LN button here. So when you do that, it should come up approximately, and then it's a big long decimal, 3.098. But if I'm learning 2 decimal places, that 8's going to bump the 9 up. And if it bumps the 9 up, it's going to bump it to 10. Take a look at letter D. Kind of the same idea. Move the 7 first. It's positive, so subtract 7 from both sides of the equal. That's 2 times log base 5 of x. So to undo multiplication, that's when you divide. So I have log base 5 of x equals 3/2, or 1.5 if you wanted to write it that way. Now that I have the log by itself, I need to rewrite. So I rewrite the logarithm as an exponent. The base is 5, power equals x. And again, I can either put in 5 and then raise it to the fraction 3/2, or 5 and raise it to the 1.5 power. Either way, your x comes out to approximately 11.18. I saved letter G and H for the end here because these are slightly different. This goes back to the cross-out property we were talking about earlier in this note packet. This is log 10 raised to the log base 10 of 85 equals x. The bases are the same, so we did the cross out and said our answer was 85 equals x. And that is both our exact and, our decimal approximation. Letter H is similar to that. This is e raised to the log base e, that's what ln is, of 2x equals 16. So the e and the log base e wipe out, and I'm left with 2x equals 16. Divide both sides by 2 to solve for x. So I get x equals 8.